Hi, I'm Jaya,
And I'm Thank.
and this is Reality Hate.
Episode 27.
Oh, we're getting there.
And this is going to be a pretty quick one because we're only covering RHONHY, Real Housewives of New York. I would love it if you'd like, ding, and subscribe. Smash!
Smash! Smash! Smash! Smash! Smash!
To our channel because we are dope.
That's it.
We're dope.
Just like us.
Subscribe to us, like us, love us.
Yeah.
Oh,
we have a big thing to reveal.
do you know who I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the party we went to on Saturday night?
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that. Yes, let's start with that one. We went to a party on Saturday night.
Good for you.
Comedians, television people, the lead of
Besides Vank and I being there, the lead of
Crazy Rich Asians. No. The Bling Dynasty. Model from the Bling Dynasty. As we're walking in, Jaya turns to me, I see this hot guy coming down, and I'm like, okay, coming down the staircase. I was like, oh, why do I know him? I don't know. And then I turned to Jaya. Jaya has a huge smile on her face, and I'm like, what? And she's like, I'll tell you later. And then
he was worried it was bad. He was worried that I was going to tell him something bad. He was like, is it bad? I'm like, no, it's very good.
It was the dude from the Bling Dynasty, the hot one, the model.
The model.
It's really hard to flex your abs all day long. You have to hold your breath.
And then later people in the party were talking about him being on the Bling Dynasty. And I was like, he was standing so close to us. I wish we just
spoke to him, but we didn't. Then the host of the party announced that he was there.
I love her so much. That's the thing about her house. You'll have some really cool people there. I've only been to 2 of her parties in her new home, and there's always a fascinating individual.
It was really fun. We had a good time.
It was a reality star.
And we saw someone we were a fan of, reality star.
I mean, we'd be real fans if we remembered the show or the name, but
yeah, but we enjoyed it.
Racist that got fired from OC. What's her name? Who do I hate?
I can see her face and I can't remember her name. Isn't that terrible?
I mean,
Kelly Dodd.
Kelly Dodd said some transphobic nonsense, and then she went and apologized. It wasn't a real apology.
No,
Kelly Dodd is a terrible human being. She's like, I got fired. I can say what I want now. I'm like,
no, people will continue to hate you.
Does she know that she's the devil?
I don't think so. I think she thinks everything that comes out of her mouth is okay.
I don't wish harm upon people, but when I said that, that's very much a lie. I'm not saying I wish harm upon Kelly Dodd.
No one wishes harm upon Kelly Dodd.
No, but
you can hire me and Janine and I. Janine and I call ourselves the Murder Twins. We make lists of people we'd like to murder.
Watching you make a list. Watching you make a list of people you'd like to murder is probably more interesting than the last episode of American Horror Story. What is that show doing?
I mean, I've got to tell you something. I am liking the new story. You said you didn't like it.
Did you see the TikTok? They were basically doing TikTok?
Yes, but I really enjoyed it.
I
haven't seen this week's episode. Doesn't this week's episode air tonight?
No, it aired yesterday.
Oh, I haven't seen the second episode yet. But
no, that TikTok episode, you would know that it was a TikTok episode. It was about TikTokers.
So it wasn't the first episode.
How many episodes have you watched?
3.
Okay, the 4th episode came out.
I haven't seen the fourth yet.
If you do not hate the fourth episode, there's something wrong with you. It's literally the worst thing.
Okay, well, I'll watch it tonight, but I did enjoy last week's episode. I did.
Fine, I'm okay with that. I'm not like fine, sure, whatever. But if you don't hate this episode, I will like, you know how you question my sanity when it comes to kinds of guys that I think are hot and I want to like let them do whatever to me. I mean, we agree on Christopher Maloney, but like I would, it would be the same feeling I have, like, repulsed.
Okay, I'll let you know after I watch it.
Okay, please do. But lie to me if you like it. Please just tell me you hated it. Okay?
Sure.
Let's get into the real snooze fest. I mean, the Real Housewives of New York.
Oh boy. I mean, not too much happens again. Although we see Ramona turn another year and have a small party of not 3,000 of her closest friends.
This time.
This time. We open on Ebony, who I found out is younger than you and I. She's only 37. Wait. Oh, I wasn't thinking. I'm only 17.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
oh, shoot.
She's older than us. She's older than us. I just turned 21.
I get confused sometimes. You know, being a really young mom, it makes me feel old.
You had a baby when you were 11.
I know.
We shouldn't joke about that.
No. And Ramona comes over to Luann's house for her birthday. And Luann, which they're, you know, close friends now, which they were not last season or the season before, but now they're very close friends and they agree on everything. It sure seems that way, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
And Luann announces that she's hosting a birthday party for Ramona and Sonia, but it doesn't really feel like it's Sonia's birthday party when we get to the birthday party, which I thought was so odd.
You know, I will say that I've been in that situation, but I've been the benefactor. So my senior year of college, right? It was me, my friend Allison, and our friend Carolyn, I think that's her name. And then this dude that was also Peter something, but it was 4 of us. And there was a bar on Amsterdam Avenue. It was like called the Library or something. And we made a deal with the owner of the bar. If we could bring this many people, we get the bar for like this many hours. And they're like, well, we'll charge you if you don't. We're like, fine. Like, and by the way, we could get that many people because so the cake comes out and it's me, Allison, and Carolyn, and then that other dude who actually had more people at that party than I had of my friends, or like, but like the kid comes out. I mean, we kind of established the party. Like it was like, I think he was like he jumped on in. No shade to this dude, but when the cake came out, we're blowing out the candles, and I just noticed him in the distance, and he's just kind of. Oh, don't worry. He moved to LA, and I like invited him. It was like 10 years ago. I invited him to hang out, and he didn't even say anything. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Swell dude.
I mean, that's so weird. Maybe he's
Whatever.
bitter about the birthday party.
Huh?
Maybe he's still bitter about the birthday party.
That would be something like, that would be very weird to be upset about that birthday party. I mean, although one of his friends was standing, like I was getting a drink and one of his friends was right next to me and like said some smack about me. So I had them kicked out.
I mean, there were 2 cakes. There was a penis and a vagina. But when the guy brought flowers, he only brought flowers for Ramona. So I thought that was so awkward.
I mean, doesn't he want to kind of like get jiggy with it with Ramona?
Well, they were from Luann.
Oh.
Right. So it's kind of weird. Anywho, Ramona's like flattered that Luann's throwing this party. And she says, I'm a giver, not a receiver. That's shocking. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Top that.
Top that, because I'm hot and you're not.
If you want to get with me, you got to give it a shot.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Ramona goes on to talk about her brother. They talk about Sonia.
Oh,
Which,
hold on. May I
yes,
interject? Ramona makes everything about Ramona.
100%. But can
Yeah.
I say something? I
Yeah.
find it really weird that her brother died only 2 years ago in this car crash,
Yeah.
and none of the girls really knew.
I don't think she's very close with her family. You know, she came from a
But
traumatic.
still, you would think that, well, she said she took care of her siblings. Remember in the episode, she said, I sort of took care of my siblings. And then it got so bad with my brother, I had to back off. I just would think if your brother died, it would come up. And it seems like the girls were not aware that that happened.
It didn't even come. I don't believe it came up in the show.
Right.
Weird thing that she said. She's like, I don't know if he had a drink or if he didn't have a drink. Like, how do you not know if he was drunk when he got into a car accident?
Right. You would get the toxicology report.
But the thing is, it's like, this is where it's always all about Ramona. Like, perhaps he wasn't drinking, he got into a car accident, but she wanted to make the story shift in a direction that was about her trauma and not what Sonia is currently going through. And I just like find it to be so Ramona-like.
And it also just makes me think, like, the fact that we don't know this. Who are you, a Ramona? Do you have emotions? Do you have feeling?
Trump. All of her emotions are rage and all of her feelings
And
are
her butthole definitely has no feeling because poo falls out of it all the time.
You know, when you accidentally poop your pants, which I mean, listen, it's happened to the best of us, in the best of times and the poops of times. You know that you've done it. And also furthermore, if it comes, like, hotels usually have white floors. I haven't been in a hotel that has had black marbling or brown marble floors, or brown wood floors, dark brown. I mean, I haven't. I'm sure there are hotels that do, but like,
I'm sure, but like, I don't care. Like, literally, her whole body must be numb, including her butthole, because it seems as if she has no emotion, and to not be emotional about the fact that your sibling died, like, you're numb, you have too much Bengay in your system, and then B, your butthole is numb because poo just comes out of it.
you know, then like she is a top, but she might be versatile then, because you know, trust me, I've heard some stories, some dark tales, if you will.
Dark tales. Tales, gross. The thought I had when they were talking about Sonia's drinking, and like, they all drink plenty, I was like, how do these women stay so thin? All they do is drink. They're like pumping alcohol into their system all the
They're
time.
not eating. But can I just tell you, Luann is looking fucking phenomenal.
She does look great.
She looks.
Her style is not mine. I do not like her style. It's very different from me, but she looks great.
She's looking so sexy. Like,
Yeah.
something about I mean, I know it might be like whatever. I don't care. I'm like, my idea about plastic surgery is I want it. I would get the whole kit and caboodle.
You
know?
would?
I'll get the whole shebang.
No way. Oh my God. I like hate surgery. I would
I
never
would
do
get
it.
a nose job, but I would definitely get a tummy tuck, ab etching, a butt implant. I'd suck the fat out of like nearly everything.
I'm going to tell you, it's like only recently I was like, maybe liposuction isn't the worst thing ever. But like, I hate surgery. So I would just never want to do it. Did I ever tell you my parents knew someone that gave themselves liposuction?
You did tell me that. And did they give it to each other?
No, he gave it to himself. And I think he ended up, he lived.
That I don't think
The doctor was a plastic surgeon.
don't care. I don't care. I don't think your parents should associate with people like that.
I don't think is alive anymore.
Probably died from another botched surgery.
That's right.
So let's wipe the.
So let's keep going. We then see the girls with the boxing coach, who's very nice, but like sometimes I don't understand anything he's saying. I just have no idea.
If people were wondering what the missing link looked like,
There it is. It sounds like he gives sage advice. I just have no idea that he did it.
No,
Like I have no
actually
idea.
sweet.
He's very nice.
Very sweet.
And Ebony announces that she is finally getting a blood test to find out if Ashley, who we meet briefly via Zoom, is her real sister, biological sister. How about it? And then we jump to Luann doing a Christmas song.
I just want to take a moment of silence for that Christmas song because that was the death of Christmas right
I
there.
mean,
One
and
after the other.
I mean, here's the thing that bothered me about it. And I feel like there was a lot of press about this moment. Everybody comes in to do their line. Ramona's awful, cannot sing. Sonia's better. Ebony was good. I didn't think Ebony was bad at all. She was fine, you know?
Ebony and
She was
Sonia.
the best of all of them.
Yeah. Ebony and Sonia were the best of all of them.
Yes. And
But
then
they were
Leah,
all-
well, because Sonia's got so much like character and like heart.
Yeah,
and
they have to
everything,
make it. They
and
gotta
she makes it fun.
They gotta put chutzpah in it. Like
Yes.
if you're a good singer, you know, just
But
like,
make it fun.
you can make it fun.
Right.
I'm a good singer, so
I'm a great singer.
well,
No, I'm not. I'm a good singer. I can carry a tune. And Leah comes in and she's like going on and on about wanting a contract. And I sort of get where she's coming from, but it's for charity. She wants to know whether there's a contract before she does it. And there's an argument, which I thought was so unnecessary. I just thought it was too much.
yeah, I you know Rihanna got into the argument as well.
Oh, she did. What did she say?
You remember? No, but later at the party when they argue.
Oh, yes.
But Rihanna like did an Instagram clapback.
And what is the clapback?
Oh, like I don't know. She like posted something about like because Leah was like, Rihanna wears my clothing. I don't like blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Rihanna like re-grammed it or something. I don't know. It was funny.
I just, so I just felt like it was too much. Like it was like, okay, slow your roll here, sister. Like just sing the one line you have in the song and don't worry about it right now. I got where she was coming from. We're friends. If this got, if this became something and there was no contract and I didn't get any money out of it, I would be upset.
If this was any normal group of women that didn't have cameras following them, it would not go anywhere. The sad part about this whole thing is that it will be a hit.
Right. And we'll all be singing along this Christmas. Locked
You know
down in our houses.
You know what I cannot listen to anymore? Like my Spotify basically knows that I'm a full out homosexual. Full on. But it also knows my specific homosexual natures. And like, but every time Erica Jane comes on, I like now switch the song.
Wow.
And I'm like, I used to be like 0, 0, 0 done. I like shit. You lost a fan.
I mean,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I never listened before that. So then we get to the party, and what I feel is male prostitutes.
Well, there's nothing wrong with prostitution. I am sex positive.
I'm sex positive too, but I feel like these men would not show up to this party on their own normally.
They got paid to show up. But they did. But to actually do the job of an like a escort, you have to.
Talking about putting my hands on your penis.
So anywho, the party happens. It's much smaller than Ramona is used to. Sonia's happy because she's like, can't we just be with our friends? Which I love. Which, yeah, why can't you just be with your friends, Ramona? And Sonia had decided at first she was not drinking tonight. It didn't last that long. But she wasn't drinking at first because she felt like she was being judged by everyone.
Sonia, you are being judged by everyone.
Exactly.
Except for by Leah and Ebony.
Yeah, exactly. Except they are because they're concerned about her drinking. Leah is concerned about her
Sonia
drinking.
is drinking.
Leah.
I will say this. Oh, Brashan comes to the party, and she's actually like not. She's tolerable this time.
Rashawn comes to the party. Kurt, the naked model, comes to the party with the beautiful penis, supposedly.
Okay, listen. You do not find him attractive?
Mm-mm.
Again, that guy has, well, we already know he's like well endowed, but like if he just whispered in my ear, like he's not like he's just hot to me. Like he's got that thing.
Yeah, no, he just doesn't have the face that does it for me.
I think he's got a cute face. Like to make out with that little face.
Yeah.
I feel like he's also like a good guy. Like he's like a Democrat, and he'd probably like take me on.
I wonder what other people think. Like, I'm curious.
If you think this guy is hot, can we like inject a picture of him somewhere? Inject.
If I can find one, yeah, I'll put Kurt
If not, like
the naked model in.
I would like to hear your thoughts.
We'd like to hear. Anywho, so then male strippers show up. Ramona can't handle it. It's like too much for her. It's like, give me a break, Ramona. Like your friend Will's here, who you're secretly going to go home with.
And by the way, might I remind you of a moment where she was in her silk negligee and she was giving her husband Mario his hairy chest a full chest massage, and she was like doing that dance she does.
Yeah, the like weird gyrating.
You know what? People really need to get some rhythm. People need to go to, it's like 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't understand. Oh, can I tell you something? So my neighbors upstairs, so they, I mean, it's a couple. They have, relations. It is never on beat.
What if they see this?
Like, I just want, it'll be like, but I'm like, I want to be like, and a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. I just am like, I want to help them out. I mean, at least they're having it.
Hey, they're having it, right?
Like nobody.
We'll see. People are watching. Someone's gonna message and take you up on that offer.
I just want to go on a date, and you can go to Chili's.
Chili's or the Olive Garden.
Last week when we talked about Chili's, we were really talking about.
We were talking about something else.
Talking about you nailing my butt.
So anyway, we do see like Ramona like cozy up to that Will, who is like a step, like an uglier version of the male celebrity that I love so much, Scott Speedman. Like,
oh God, Scott Speedman.
He is my God. Oh my God, I love Scott.
Is he okay? If Scott Speedman like asked you to like have a one-night stand with him, would your husband allow you to?
Yeah, he knows. And I used to live in Silver Lake, which is a neighborhood in California, in Los Angeles, California. And he lived in Silver Lake, so I would see him all the time.
Is he as hot in person?
Oh my God. Yes, he is. I'll have to tell you a story sometime where I did have to interact with him and I couldn't speak. There were no words. It was, I couldn't even get anything out of him.
Like I thought he was hot in Felicity, and then when Underworld came out and he ripped.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, why am I still straight? Why am I in heterosexual relationships? I didn't have to do that. I was in a relationship.
Right. And then you were like, wait.
Meanwhile, I'm like.
So I think Will is like the ugly version of Scott Speedman.
I don't think there is any ugly version of Scott Speedman.
Did you think Will was Ramona, where she was like during the striptease, she like cozied up to him and she was like all over him? And by the end of the episode, you hear him like, hey, I was hiding around the corner waiting for you. And she's like, do you have my address?
Yeah, she
was getting down and dirty, maybe going in the pooper.
You know, that's the problem with Ramona. Letting everybody into the back scene. You're just gonna be pooping all over town, girl.
Well, I want you bad in my end.
And then Ebony invites the women to a Black Shabbat dinner,
Oh God.
which
And
of
then,
course Ramona makes us stink about, and it's so annoying.
Ramona is the kind of woman that actually doesn't want to be invited to the cookout. She actively does not want to be invited to the cookout.
I mean, it's just like, and she's like, I have a problem with you calling it Black Shabbat. You know, it's like,
She
just
things-
shut up,
things
Ramona.
that Ramona doesn't like Black people and Jewish people.
Oh my God, exactly.
It's like her kryptonite, her waspy Mar-a-Lago hanging kryptonite.
Yes.
And then Rashawn wasn't invited.
Nope, she wasn't invited, and there was an excuse. There was an excuse of which is,
There was bullshit, most BS
it was
excuse.
basically like, I don't like you, Brashan. Your all lives matter, and you're not invited.
And I don't blame her. I
No.
okay, bravo. Like, I get it. You want to find people with multiple perspectives and that's fine, because any ethnic group, it's not a monolith. All Indians are not the same. I know a lot of Republican Indians, sadly.
Right.
But right now, we don't need to be uplifting Brashan's voice.
No.
We need to be muting that shit. I'm sorry. I get it. Like, is that
I
wrong?
mean, like, how many more times do we have to say, like, bravo, no more Brashan?
I'm not
You don't want her as a friend. Like I said, I'll take Leah's sister as a friend. I'll take anyone.
If you were gonna put a Brashan type on, you might as well have put Stacey Dash back on. But you know, the funny thing about Stacey Dash is now because she's broke and everything, she's trying to come back as a Democrat. Like,
I know.
dude, you know what, Stacey? You ruined Clueless for me. I even watched the TV series of Clueless.
Oh, me too. Me too. I loved Clueless.
And then Stacey Dash has to ruin everything.
I know she does. I know.
And now she wants back in.
She doesn't get back in. Not
No.
after this.
Well, she can be invited to the KKK cookout. She'll be on the menu.
So anywho, that is pretty much
It.
it. Yeah, Ramona leaves hooking up with Will. The party sort of ends, and that's the episode.
Phenomenal. Let's get to a tagline. Taglines. Let's create a tagline.
Hank's gonna do his own tagline.
Yeah, but this idea came from Luke. He's like, why don't you do it as one of the people in the Real Housewives franchise doing a tagline? And so this is based off of
Joe Giudice.
Oh!
Yeah, Joe Giudice. Jay and I workshopped it, and she's making me.
He does a really good Joe Giudice, so he's got to do it.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause here
Okay.
because it's. What are you talking?
What are you looking about?
What are you talking about? Okay. And what is the tagline? It's
May have committed government fraud.
I may be fraudulent, but I'm not Girardi Key. I'm not Girardi fraudulent.
Yeah, I'm not Girardi fraudulent.
Okay, guys, I'm ready. This is Joe Giudice's tagline. I may be a fraudulent son of a bitch, but I'm not Girardi fraudulent.
Oh!
I don't know if that was good.
No, I liked it.
No, you didn't.
I did like it.
I love you.
Because you want to know something? Let's make it clear for everyone. He may have committed tax fraud. He didn't steal from victims of a plane crash, families from a plane crash, burn victims, you name it, orphans.
The thing about it is, Tom Girardi might go to prison, but he's not going to go for as long as he's not going to get kicked out of the country.
He's old. He's not gonna.
Like, man, I mean, you know, as much as Joe Giudice is like a jerk, you the government ripped him away from his family.
Yes.
And I don't even like the guy because I
And
know
then
he's
here's Tom Girardi still hanging around and not going to go to jail for that long
no,
because it is towards the end of life.
no, he's about to, like, you know how people get way older. Have you seen
Yeah.
what Britney Spears' dad looks like?
I know.
That's
Good.
what that's what
That's what
happens,
happens when you do bad things.
right? Hashtag free Britney. You guys, we really would like you to send us your taglines. I mean,
Please.
asking. We have a Gmail. You can also ask me out on a date. I haven't even gotten one of those yet. We actually need you to email us. You should email us at realityhatef@gmail.com. That's REALITYHATEF@gmail.com. You can also write it in underneath our TikTok at realityhatef. You can follow us on Instagram and write it on one of our Instagram accounts, realityhatef.
Yes.
If you're friends
Facebook.
with us, Facebook us. Actually, add us on Facebook. Like, you know, hopefully some Gen Z kids are out there. We'd love you guys to like us because we're the same age.
Yeah. Okay. We need to identify with some people our own
Yeah.
age.
The only people that like us are 30 and older, and we're so young. It's crazy.
I know.
Anyway, I'm Venk.
And I'm Jaya.
Peace out.
Bye. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Okay, start.
Blackwater. We like it.
So good.
Quenches that thirst.
So good.